How you going? My name's Robert Morgan and I am the inventor of a product called the water cleanser. Now, the water cleanser is used to reinstate the biological ecology of any waterway that is suffering from eutrophication, or in simple language, dead, lifeless water. Now, how do we do this? Well, in its sense, the water cleanser is a catalyst for the replication and health of native Bacillus bacteria. Now, Bacillus are already naturally looked after by nature in many forms. Their homes and places they live are wetlands, mangrove systems, seagrass beds. In our own bodies, we look after Bacillus bacterium. In our stomachs, we have our gallbladder, which holds the Bacillus bacterium to help with assisting with our food breakdown. Bacillus are renowned globally by scientists for their soil restoration abilities, water restoration abilities, and if you go to the local chemist, you buy it for your gut health to assist what your gallbladder is already making. So why do we need to help out Bacillus in the natural environment? Well, and pretty much there's too many people, and our nutrient loading on the environment is so much higher than what nature's helping of these bacteria can actually handle. So without controlling the nutrient loads, we now need to assist the native Bacillus to be able to handle what we are doing to the environment. So what is the water cleanser? The water cleanser is a wax block. It's a bit more than a wax block. This block here has trillions of microscopic capillaries that run from one side through to the other, which allow the bacterium to get into the block to get what critical trace elements that keep them healthy and alive. One of the big factors here is we've discovered, which can normally only be done in a laboratory, what they call a doubling time. Now, a doubling time is where they can replicate faster naturally, and nature can't provide this. So they normally replicate every 45 minutes, which in a lab, one bacterium in the perfect environment in 10 hours is 8,000 bacteria. Now, this does it every 26 minutes with the minerals we provide in this, meaning that same bacterium is now 8 million in the same time frame, but we're now doing this in nature. This also has, because of the capillaries, the largest surface area in the water, meaning it holds 800% more bacteria than any other medium in the field, providing also that doubling in replication time. So this single block is the equivalent of 500 square metres of wetlands on the amount of bacteria that can naturally be formed in those areas. So, why is looking after Bacillus so important in our environment, in our waterways? Well, Bacillus actually perform two main functions in the environment, which leaves us with four major outcomes. The first one they do is they remove natural oils from the waters. Now, natural oils are produced from everything. Anything that dies produces oil. Now, natural oils in high levels are huge energy for toxic algal blooms. By the removal of the oils, they lose this energy source, which restricts the toxic algae's ability to actually bloom and controls their numbers at the levels that they are non-toxic. By removing the oils from the water, the second thing it does is it lowers surface tension of your water. Now, this is highly critical. Heavy surface tension stops natural oxygen coming from the air down through into the waterway through what they call atmospheric diffusion. The weight of the air pushes into the water body itself. Now, the higher the surface tension, the less the air can penetrate. So, by removing the natural oils from the water, reduces surface tension of water, allowing more oxygen to naturally flow through from the air into that body of water. Now, the second most important thing bacillus do in the environment is they can perform the normally hugely oxygen-dependent start of the nitrogen cycle without the use of oxygen. So by doing that critical first stage without the use of oxygen, it doesn't increase the oxygen in the waterways. This oxygen then goes to the surface soils. Now, by providing it to the surface soils, it provides two major functions. First one, that's where the other beneficial bacteria live that complete the nitrogen cycle. So not only have we stopped the oxygen being used from the first stage of the nitrogen cycle, we've now given it to the bacteria that can complete the nitrogen cycle. The second most important part about that is by having a layer of oxygen in your surface soil, it stops that anaerobic, black, smelly mud section, which is completely natural in the environment, but by having oxygen above it, it stops it from releasing sulphur up into the waterway. Now, when you have eutrophied waterways, the complete end of that system is the deoxygenation of surface soils and the releasing of that sulphur, and that's where you have all your fish deaths. So by placing good amounts of bacillus back into our environment, looking after them, we eliminate the oils, we reset the nitrogen cycle, and we protect those anaerobic sections from being able to release sulphur. This leaves you back with a very healthy, natural waterway. This product is the only product in the world tested to the UN Global Water Standards as a 100% non-toxic product. It is the first product tested in the globe to the UN Global Water Standards that actually, through the treatment of the water body, it actually increases the biomass of life. So it's 100% non-toxic because all we're doing is looking after the natural environment, what's there, and assisting them in completing their natural process. My name's Robert Morgan. Thank you very much for your time.